confession that you're my obsession. You're pulsing through me. The blood is rushing and I am trusting you'll come save me. My knees are feeling weak. Your body's close to me. I want you to come rescue me. Won't you come and rescue me? My knees are feeling weak. Your body's close to me. I want you to come rescue me. I tried to fight alone. 'Cause sometimes we just don't know that we can do anything together if we just try. And as long as we have our backs, whenever our foes combine, this time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. Castles and dragons, the battle begins tonight. Are you with me? This is our kingdom and we won't run tonight. We are a team. Castles and dragons, the battle begins. can do anything together if we just try. Yeah. And as long as we have our backs whenever our foes combine, this time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces. This time we will win. This time we'll have to join forces.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Galaxy Battle C qualifiers. We have basically, this is pretty much our semi-finals at this point, right? So in this best of 3, Fire Dragoon versus Fnatic. My name is Hades, all the way from Singapore, just fresh back from Sarawak, Kuching in East Malaysia if you guys are not sure where that is. So, I mean, I'm happy to be back in Singapore. I mean, I enjoyed East Malaysia as well. It's good to explore the different parts of Malaysia. I gotta admit, the past month has been quite friendly to me, being to Malaysia and the Philippines.
5 seconds remaining.
Alright, just give me a hold on. So I mean, so far the game has been quite good, right? I gotta admit. I mean, the games have been quite good, at least to the Galaxy Battles. Took a quick look. Honestly, I am a little bit impressed with Fire Dragoon, especially since with the new roster changes. It's good to see Brian and Kang back in the roster. I do believe Adam and Def were playing with Fire Dragoon previously. So, good bit of a change there. But I gotta admit, Fnatic has also been looking strong. There, you know, these two Malaysian teams technically, and at the same time, that's where you see instant impact from the one and only Mr. Abed. I actually wonder, he didn't calibrate at Divine if I'm not mistaken. I think he calibrated at Legend 3. So plenty of, just plenty of questions about how the new rank system is like. Alright, hold on, I'm trying to adjust the mic. Don't worry guys, don't worry. We all have. You guys will be able to hear me soon. Yeah, so Legend 3 and Abed, right? And I think mid one was like Legend 4. I'm not sure what's happening right now. I mean, technically, according to chat, I'm Herald. So I'm just going to stick with it for, at least for now, until I finally calibrate after the series. So if you guys are wondering who's casting after this, you have Luminous casting the next series, which is Mineski versus Geek Fam. And then you have the winner of that series versus the winner of this. So that we could potentially see actually a Fnatic versus Mineski rematch. The grudge match between the I would say, what do we call it? Do we call it the romance of the three kingdoms at this point in Southeast Asia? Between TNC, Fnatic and Mineski? It kind of feels that way at this point, right guys? You know what I mean? What I'm saying? And I mean, these bans, nothing too exceptional. Fnatic have just stuck with the Ogre and Beastmaster. Fire Dragoon picking up the puck in the Doom. Okay, Doom, I've seen it played as the pause 4. I've seen it as a 3. Bit of a trade there, you know, at least. It's good to see some versatility. Doom is such an annoying hero to play. Mic is too loud. Okay, hold on. Let me try and soften that just a tiny bit. So, yeah, I only got to find out that I was going to cast this game last night. So, I was kind of burnt out as well. But, hey, you know, bit of a nap and some monster energy, and here I am casting for you wonderful viewers in the chat and to be on the Summon main channel for a bit of an error over there. I'll try and cover that up later on. But a Razor pick for Fire Dragoon. I'm not too sure about this Fire Dragoon team, to be honest. I know Brian used to play mid for them, that was at least, but ever since the roster change, I know Brian's been playing as a sub. So that's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, Malaysian, I gotta admit, at least for Malaysians, these guys have, I mean, you guys basically like produce the most amount of talent in Southeast Asia next to the Philippines, right? If anything, you two, Malaysia, Philippines, if you guys noticed in Southeast Asia, a lot of new players actually come from these countries. So it's good to see. I mean, one of the good things for me when I went to East Malaysia was I got to see another different culture of Dota over there. Some of the WG players from the youth squad were actually playing in one of the East Malaysian teams called Gizmo. So lots to learn. But more info on this team's fun fact for you guys. When Fnatic beat Mineski in that amazing 3-2 best of 5 grand finals, the comeback, the anime comeback, from what I understand, Arbed joined Fnatic for less than 24 hours. And they won that series. Goes to show, MMR isn't just a number. I mean, technically now it was just a number, but I'm not sure what kind of badge he gets right now, but he deserves a special badge. Not legend for sure, something else. I mean, if you could come up with a different badge, it's divine. But Shadow Shaman pick from Fire Dragoon. I like the supports right now. It's good, very strong lanes, very good siege. But I also have to say I like the Fnatic Tuskar pick because Tuskar can be such a game changer, especially when you're talking about top. I had an amazing, or not exactly amazing, but like a 70 over minute game last night. My friends were just like, all right, let's just take a short game, guys, chill game, quick rank game, party rank, and I ended up playing a 70-minute over game with a Tusk. The level 25 talent for the 12% Wars Punch thing this is a meme hero right now. I mean, Lich is basically Trend Protector, right, at this point, at level 25. But, okay, on a serious note, at least between the two teams, I would say you have very good pick-off on both sides. Fire Dragoon, I mean, the Puck, I always feel like with the Puck, it's such a standard pick, it's such a priority pick, that basically you need to make sure you snowball off the lane. It's very hard. You need to have high impact. But even still, you need to make sure you get to level 25. Otherwise, things are just extremely hard for you to scale. Especially when you get that 420 GPM talent at level 25. Puck can be the richest hero in the game, faster than an Alchemist, promise you that. The Fnatic going back into the Medusa pick. This should be the Abed Dusa. I want to know what they pick for Envy. Do they pick him the Drow? I mean, Abed Drow. That should be... Yeah, if Envy picks the Drow, I think it's pretty much all in on the Envy pick. I mean, on the Medusa Abed pick. But otherwise, what other heroes could there be? Not Sven. Lifestealer, that's a very classic hero, but into Razor, that's just horrible. The reason why I suggested Drow is also pretty good here, because Fire Dragoon don't have good heroes to jump the back lines, and they also don't have like something like a PA, for example, or yeah, basically one of the Phantom heroes. The Lancer or the Assassin, take your pick. Either one of these heroes would be pretty decent here. I mean, Medusa has been pretty much such a hot pick, right? Dusa is the new sniper in that sense. I'm not sure what you describe it, but he's the new hot pick of this meta for sure. Every team seems to be picking him or banning him out. Together with the Omni Knight as well. So I'm actually surprised actually that this game I have not seen an Omni Knight ban or pick, considering Fnatic actually were playing a ton of Omni Knight in their most recent qualifiers, and of course the one which they qualified for the summit.
Ten seconds remaining.
Okay,
5
so
seconds remaining.
Tap Queen of Pain banned. They're expecting of this hero to go to Envy and probably an Abed hero, someone who has high impact. I mean, let's face it, this guy, there's a reason why you banned Queen of Pain, right? Not often do you see Queen of Pain go in, take the Aegis, take the cheese, take the shard, take everything. Basically steal your homes. Yeah. I think that those kind of plays just wrecked you mentally. But Fnatic, well, let's see. One of the possibilities that they actually put the Dusa into the safe lane for Envy. Wouldn't be that bad if you think about it. I mean, it's a hero which can soak up a ton of spells. Not exactly the best hero to do as well. I'm quite surprised that Fire Dragoon are not considering the anti-mage pick. Oh wait, hold on. I take that back. Sorry. Yeah, Fnatic could think about banning on anti-mage. Anti-mage, then Razor mid. Puck off lane would be pretty decent.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
We're taking out the Brewmaster as well. This will be interesting because Ajit used to play for Fnatic. If you think about it, it's almost like the Fnatic Academy versus Fnatic. If you think about it from a very weird perspective.
10 seconds remaining.
By taking the Brewmaster instead, it looks like Fnatic are just trying to ban an off lane. I mean, if you think about it, that's also possible. By going back to the Bristleback pick, so you do have another frontliner. This will be the Envy hero. I mean, I think it should be the Envy hero. Just someone who can soak up ton of spells, still do decent amount of damage, and this way you pretty
10
much
seconds
allow
remaining.
lots of space for the, this Medusa. All in on the Arbet train, right?
5 seconds
I mean, if it's a
remaining.
winning strategy, just milk it for what it's worth. Alright, Dragoon. Is this going to be a puck off lane? It's going to be a puck mid. Let's see. I mean, one thing I do worry for Fnatic is that they don't have, a ranged stun. They have decent amount of reliable lockdown, right? You have the roar, you have the snowball, you have the stun, the ignite from the Ogre
You may
Magi.
now select
But there we go,
your
Fire
heroes.
Dragoon into the anti-mage pick. Poof, no surprise there. It will be the Razor mid with the puck off lane. Caster called it. What can I say? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so if you're rooting for Fnatic, you guys know the drill. It's going to be the Vohayo spam. If you're thinking Fire Dragoon has a chance, let's go with, okay, what should we go? Let's go try hard, yeah? Try hard for Fire Dragoon. I mean, let's face it, they need to try really hard here. I like Anti-Mage, but I feel like he's not as OP as he was before if you think about it, right? Like, at least when you see Anti-Mage in the past, you're thinking, damn, that's, especially if you don't have heroes to really catch him, like a Bloodseeker, for example, or Doom, you're just like, okay, we're screwed. But in this case, I'm loving, like, the very fact that we're seeing lots of different ways to approach the game right now, different ways to approach the meta. It's also a good bit of a change, at least it's a good change to see Brian on the support role, when back then he used to play a ton of mid. He's a very famous Invoker player. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, there we go, game 1. We will have Fire Dragoon versus
Prepare
Fnatic.
for battle.
Of course, this tournament is organized by Fallout Gaming and all the wonderful sponsors, hoping to make another wonderful SEA tournament happen. This should be pretty hype, right, guys? I mean, Fnatic versus Fire Dragoon, you have basically young talent versus almost entirely young talent. Or just one. And the rest are like basically old school in that sense. But okay, I'm just gonna introduce the teams. DJ playing on the Tuskar. For Fnatic, Ohio on the Beastmaster, Arbet on the Medusa, Pylai Dai playing on the Ogre Magi, with Eternal Envy playing on the Bristleback. Radiant side, Kang playing on the Puck, Mr. Brian, Lasembra playing on the Doom, Alacrity
30
playing on the
seconds to
Anti-Mage,
battle.
Yang on the Shadow Shaman, and Ajit playing on the Razor. This is good. So Alacrity is actually a 9k MMR player. So this could be pretty hyped. I'm excited for this game for sure, because I want to see how well Alacrity does. I've never actually get to see him play that much. But don't forget, this is a team where you had Def 8.2k and you had Adam, I think above
The
6.5,
battle begins.
playing on this roster. But now that they left, Fire Dragoon, they look a bit refreshing. Alright, so looks like chat has voted. All the Vohayo, man, you guys are Fnatic fanboys in the chat. I like the Tuskar block, basically a more cost-efficient mana fisher, you know what I mean? Tusk is such a good pick right now. Snowball is such defensive purposes. Sigil is great against melee cores. You've got Warrior's Punch, of course Warrior's Kick, if you have the Bloodseeker, just for the memes. But they will actually put the anti-mage in the mid, not the safe lane. Yeah, Mystic Stakes do so much damage. I'm very split on the split shot, because the outgoing damage to actual targets,
Thou art denied.
it's not fun to me that you can't toggle it anymore. But yeah, Ajit going up solo here against Ohio, and DJ gonna get caught by the shots, ball slowing him slow. He's gonna be hunted down, but he does have the boots, so he'll survive. Top lane, you want to put pressure on Envy, you have Kang and Brian. But being a Bristleback, he should be fine. Keeps a casual mango. Pai and Yang just having the battle of the Ogre versus Shadow Shaman. I mean, do you remember when Shadow Shaman's base damage was first buffed 2-3 patches back? All the support players were like, oh yes, Senpai, now I get to harass you with no consequences, right? Spike the link to the DJ. Just casual 15 damage. But otherwise, CS wise, it's still pretty tight. 6-1, 6-1. No advantage top lane. You know, Eternal Envy running circles around Brian and Kang, but not in a good way. He's actually being forced out the lane. There's just so much pressure. And this goes back once again, even if the Fnatic roster which had Excalibur, and that's where you realize that Envy likes these solo laners now, which allows the supports to prioritize Ohio and Arbet more. But okay, ton of damage actually from Envy. He might even get the kill here if he can find one more. No, so wasting all the mana bottom lane. Ohio getting the first blood into Ajit. Oh, it's close call. Alright, so first blood already going to Ohio means that this bottom lane, it's a nice win. I wonder at this point, do you consider putting the Doom back in the bottom lane?
Regeneration.
Right, okay. So I'm not sure if you guys know about the Beastmaster thing, but like Call of the Wild's cooldown is longer than before. Just quick heads up. So that's why now when you lose your summons, it really hurts you a lot. Compared to before where you could just like summon 2 boards at the same time, right? But Brian taking lots of spikes, picks up a stick at last. You know, Envy's just spamming these spikes out. But not much happening in this game. I mean, if judging from the heroes, just from the nature of the heroes alone, it's very hard to get any kills here. Alacrity actually will be forced to back out. The snake's almost bringing him low. Will he actually tick down? Ooh, he actually ends up going down to pile. I die. The bottom lane, they did trap DJ, but you know, he's a tanky Warriors. You don't have to worry about dying there. And Fire Dragoon are actually losing out in the laning phase. You know, 2 kills down. CS wise, this Medusa is getting further and further ahead. Anti-Mage is 8-1. Game is hard. Okay. I also noticed that a couple of players like Miracle, and he's also playing the Razor a bit more. Everyone's playing Razor a bit more. Perhaps with the new unstable card. I do miss the Plasma Fuel build. I remember like maybe 2 years back, you know, Filipino players instead of Puck, you see a ton of Razor being played by them. It was such a hot pick for good reason. And they're chasing down Brian. Okay. Can he get the kill here? I don't think he wants to dive the tower for this. He almost could, in fact. Kang just playing around with Envy, using the orb to zone him out, but he's a very tanky Wrestleback at this point. And actually winning this 2v1 lane. Alacrity will get a couple hits in onto Arbet. So 9k versus 10k. Oh, Alacrity, you don't want to be there. Yeah, this is a very scary lane. Picks up a belt of Ogre Strength just so he gets some extra stats.
My gratitude.
You do miss the PMS, you know, when you're playing in that way. But Ajit, well, chasing after DJ, they don't have good disables. Ohio's having a great time, level 4.5 now. 12-4 in the CS. A bit behind the Razor, but you know, considering you're in the off lane, you're happy. Bottom lane, looks like they're trying out. Okay, static link. Shards trying to block, but DJ going for the snowball play. With the quick stun, plasma field damage from Ajit will be enough. The Shackle catches in Ohio, and he will end up going down to Ajit. This will double kill for the Razor. And Fire Dragoon will actually have a bit more momentum catching up in the laning phase, 2 for 2. Very nicely done. So that progress pretty much gone, at least for now. Things are, I wouldn't say completely gone, just evened out. Kang going for that Venom, 30 and 13. He's had a great lane. You know, this is a dream lane for a Puck. You want to make sure that Puck has a good start. Quick Veil, plenty of synergy which they have, and I feel like there's a huge power spike which they can hit. Looks like they want to contest. They're in DJ. You don't want to be that snowball play. Where's he gonna go? They take the bounty rune. The shots. Oh, very nice. Wow. The preemptive shots in the snowball to block him off so they can't chase him with 3 heroes. These are those tiny, I wouldn't say 200 IQ plays, but definitely over 170 IQ plays going on. Just to make sure you don't feed. Alacrity will be forced to jungle. He's having a dream about an Iron Talon right now. I promise you that. Too much spike link. Okay, chasing after them. They really want to get these kills or higher in DJ. They have to play much safer in this lane. Meanwhile, middle lane, Alacrity. No, Bane's not even in this game, but this guy is a nightmare, that's for sure. So Bra and Yang, they're just going to probably smoke up, I feel. Trying to help that anti-mage out. They need to help the anti-mage out.
Radiant's middle tower
I
is
almost
under
feel like
attack.
if you had left Alacrity into the safe lane and put the Razor mid, things would have been just a bit better. But I like this. Shackle. They caught the Ogre Magi. Mystic Slings will fly out. Paladai will go trade a couple of hits here, but Paladai throwing whatever damage he can out. He's going to end up going down to Ether Shock from Yang. Bottom lane, you know, just somewhat more pressure into Ajit. Go for the level 3 static link. Oh man, Abed's bullying Alacrity at this point, you know. This is Legend 3, bullying Divine 5. Badge is also just a picture. But so far, 3 and 2. Fire Dragoon are actually getting a tiny heads up now. Tiny advantage in the kill score. Not much to be said. You just want to wait for a high to get that level 6. And then things might get a bit different, you know. Wait for the cooldown on the boards as well. He's choosing to go into casual play mail. Chainmail? So maybe, I think it should be a medallion. Yeah, medallion to Solar Crest. That's going to give him more kill potential in the lane. Yeah, Kong, you know, he has that level 6 now. He's actually level 7.5, almost level 8. This guy is high in the levels. Haven't talked about Envy yet for a while. Going into that Soul Ring. 48 and 1. Second in the CS chart. He's a hard kill. But, you know, we've so little HP. Perhaps they could think about it here. But they need to bring in the Shadow Shaman as well. They know that he has no mana. Popping the coil. If he procs it, he might actually end up dying here. Yang is coming as well. Ether Shock to throw it out. And damn, he breaks the coil so Kong gets it.
Presumably a pity.
And 4 and 2. So far, Dragoon, they're making the right moves. Finally killing off Envy. And at this point, we have the jungling anti-mage, the new Southeast Asia calibration meta. But of course, on a serious note, that's where he is having a hard time. He will actually get better farm, safer farm in the jungle compared to if he lanes against this Ogre Magi and Medusa, where they're just putting a ton of pressure onto him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tier 1 tower
Radiant's middle
going
has fallen.
the way of Abed. 61 and 14. Top of the net worth. You know, Doom picking up the win lanes. Should be trying to build his way into drums. We will probably try to pressure this bottom tier 1. Of course, you want a Shadow Shaman to get that level 6. He's really close. And also, Mr. Abed is farming up. We're going to have the Mask of Madness up right about now. So hello to all of you. Thank you for starting to tune in. Share the chat. Share the channel. You don't want to miss the Galaxy battles. Today is going to be an awesome day for the Southeast Asian qualifiers. And of course, there's only one way to find out if you're potentially going to get the Mineski versus Fnatic rematch. I won't be casting that, but Luminous Inverse will. And you don't want to miss that on the main Beyond the Summit channel.
Regeneration.
Alright, so Alacrity is still not at level 6. You can see Paladai is actually out-leveled him. Gets one multicast out. Ooh, that damage. Alacrity, he's okay to trade hits, but the Ogre's tanky, you know, he doesn't really care. So even if he did have Mana Void, he would not get close to killing this Ogre Magi at all. But Abed coming in. One ding ding ding, he's dead. Top lane, they will try to pressure Eternal Envy using the coil. Yang is there, popping the Serpent Wards. They want this missile back kill. Facing his back to them. Going for the snowball save, and down goes Yang. Salving up, and that'll be the Serpent Wards wasted. See, once again, the power of the Tuskar. DJ.
Radiant's middle tower
He's
is
making
under
these plays.
attack.
You can always count on him. Fnatic, Indo Pride, Kappa. So Razor as well. Usually you expect him to do okay. I expected him to be doing a bit better. Together with the Shadow Shaman as well. But they will put a ton of heroes here in the bottom lane. They want to pressure the tier 1 tower to take away more map control. Hopefully get Envy a bit more free space. Build into some tanky utility items. And Abed actually takes the tower quite fast. Alpha Wolf is there as well.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
do worry at this point that the Fire Dragoon anti-mage will not be able to catch up. He does pick up his threads.
Dire's middle tower is
Treads.
under attack.
Turning around to DJ, Plasma Field comes out, burning all that mana whatever he can, stealing some damage with the static link. But if Abed coming in, you know, they don't want to look at that ugly chick. And Ohio already completed this nice medallion. He has a Shadow Blade on the way. They have a nice ward, so that's gonna scout out the puck coming in. Nighttime vision, so maybe that'll be a bit hindered, but they know that there's at least one here in this bottom lane, especially if they're all being thrown out as well. Man, Hellbear Smasher with Ohio is actually pretty strong. With the Smoke break to put the ward down. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Ohio. Yeah, that was not what you were looking for when you placed that ward down.
Gold is a great connector.
Alright, so you know, smoke broken. At least Ohio tanks the smoke and a bit more space created for Fire Dragoon. But as all that is happening, you know, I'll bet he's very close to a Dragon Lance. An anti-mage, well, yeah, you know, that's all I can say. Like right now, if you're Fire Dragoon, you're thinking very hard. How are you going to create space for the anti-mage to farm? He's going to take a while, and even when he gets the Battle Fury, he needs a bit more time, if you know what I mean. But okay, throwing out the axes, Brian tanks both of them. The extra amp. They could turn for this if they want to, but Brian has to do. But they're grouping up. They have the Serpent Wards off cooldown again. They could look to try and make a kill happen here. Eat the Shock just to clear out the Hawk. But if you're Fnatic, you know you can kind of take a time chill first. You just want to get the first core items up before you do anything. Now this is the, if you look at Brian, this isn't Kobe Bryant. This is the La Sembra. He's the one who owns the first lingerie shop in Dota history. Envy, static lanes. Steal all that deeps. You know Ajit wants some of Envy. He wants to kill Envy. Technically this is the guy who replaced it, if you think about it. Crown coming in at the coil. Blink Dagger already being shown. Brian is there to Doom as well. There's two ultimates being thrown out. They have to shut. Okay, Shackle. Can they save Envy? Yep, Snowball save. Oh, right. He actually might survive this. Never mind. He's dead for sure. And okay, he's gonna go down. But the regen, okay, never mind. Pie. Caught between three heroes. What do? DJ can't save him. There's no Snowball. But Abed in the middle of all of this. I'm just gonna steal all that damage. Sucky. Abed, yeah, you hurt like a kid in it at this point. But now the rest of Fnatic, you know, the enforcements are here. They know Ajit's there. With the shot blocker will be there as well. No, Ohio going for the roar. Ajit probably will die here. Abed still doing 3 damage away. Mana Void comes down. Not much damage. But Abed going for a bit more. He's bringing, you know, Brian a bit low. But it will be a 2-for-2 trade.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't know. I felt that fight was a bit anticlimactic. I thought it would have been led to more deaths. But okay, when you commit so many ultimates onto this annoying Bristleback, and now when he completes that Hooded Defiance, you know for sure that by the next time Fire Dragoon, they're gonna have even bigger troubles, taking even longer to kill this Bristleback. And Fnatic just have very tanky heroes. He's okay to stand in the front lines. Alright, top lane, more Sucky into Eternal Envy, breaks the coil, gets the stomp as well, Plasma Field flies out, Eternal Envy, minus 224, but they just can't kill this guy, and then you brought 3 heroes. Yeah, that says something, you know. That's just basically, the warning bells are ringing, and not in a good way. If you're Fire Dragoon, that's like your phone going on snooze mode for the next half an hour or more. Ohio wants to Shadow Blade first, and then he can start to try for these pickoffs on Alacrity perhaps. But okay, let's look at the Fire Dragoon side. What do they need to do? Right? From their perspective, this is what they see. Not exactly good around the middle and the bottom lane, so placing a bit more emphasis on the top lane perhaps. But Fnatic side, they have very good deep wards. Considering with their roster, I mean with their draft, they can actually smoke up very easily. Oh, DJ stealing the Invis rune, just casually walks up. He's like, alright, free rune. But yep, they have this ward which was placed earlier by Ohio. You know, when you die but you get good wards, it's kind of worth it. And then if they don't know. And then Vina will now build his way into a Radiant. That's going to make things... I can't even say... What's a word to replace harder? You know, there's no other word besides it next to difficult. But they will have an amazing uphill task in trying to kill that Bristleback later on once he actually builds into that Radiance. The Vanguard and the Defiance. If there ever was a hero which Ice Frog I felt like he took too many joints, it would be Bristleback. I'm like, let's just make this hero really tanky so that he just turns around and he has reduced about 50%, 40% damage. Alright. Throwing out the snot, he's digging his nose as much as he can. He desperately wants to throw more of those out, but Arjit's just running away with those phase boots and drums. The early fighting game items at this point. But Ohio will try to pressure out the bottom lane. They want to try and pressure the Alacrity. If they brought one more hero, I think they actually could kill him off. It's only a level 2 spell shield.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But 7-5, Fnatic, despite being 2 kills behind in the kill score, they're currently with a 4,000 gold advantage, just to show you guys. And this will be a bit trickier. Now, Ohio's actually going in for the roar. Ooh, he wanted Alacrity. He doesn't actually have to worry. Oh, Alacrity wants to go for the kill here. They have the Kong. Ooh, Kangaroo with the 2-man coil. Going for the TP out of Ohio. He's actually going to get out, I think, here. Warrior's Punch. DJ, he will be the sole casualty, but, you know, support lives never mattered in the first place. Badge or MMR, it doesn't matter. He's going to try and block himself off of the shots, but Arjit will claim himself that kill. 4 heroes. And they only got 1, but better than nothing. Abed coming to say hi to Alacrity. You know, usually if you're an anti-mage, when you have decent level of farm, you see the Medusa, you're like, oh yes! But oh! The snakes! Will it be enough? Yes! The Ignite! I did not expect that. But looks like they will pressure the top tier 1, take an easy tower. Bristleback going for a Shiva's Guard. Alright, you got the shotgun to Ogre Magi. What next? They're bringing Kong as well. The stun will be thrown on the Shadow Shaman, Mystic 6 to chase them back. 4 heroes from Fire Dragoon. They have a good ward there on this cliff, so they know. They can think to turn and fight. Abed has the Stone Gaze. Hurricane Pike already completed, and he's going to make his way into Eye of Skadai. Skadi. Skadoosh. Ohio pressuring at the bottom tier 2. Nice and easy again once more with the Alpha Wolf and the dog. I never thought of this as a pig, to be honest. It just looks like a dog to me, no matter how I look at it. Or one of those lions from Lion King. Pretty much the same. Or hyena at this. Top lane, do they know that Kong is in the trees? I think he should, but Pylai can't stop him by himself. He's too fat, he can't fit in between the trees. But Kong, oh, the coil! He saw Ohio there! Alright, Ohio should be dead. The snowball save, bring him all the way to the easy camp. Ohio's gonna survive this! Kong, they can't kill Ohio. DJ with the plays. And Brian will eat the creep. Alacrity comes in, he has a mana void, but he won't go for the Stone Gaze will be problem because they want to try and fight their shots, almost blocking of Brian. DJ God. Top lane, Paladai just gonna TP out from Arjit. Won't even go for the static link, won't even try. My God, DJ.
The whole bunch of punches.
But of course, Alacrity, ever since he completed that Battle Fury, you know, he's gonna have a much better time in farming up so that he can scale better. Trying to outplay this Medusa, of course. You know, if you get to the late game, this is where things get a bit tricky. You wanna know, you pretty much wanna just like figure out who has the better late game. It could really go either ways at this point. It's all about who's able to manipulate the lanes a bit better. Sell out. But Ohio now going to the Necro Books. Young's coming in. Oh, he has a blink. I didn't know he had that. Shackle. Hex. And then we get some venison steak, courtesy of Ohio. Oh wait, no, venison is deer. Oh shit. Okay, it's lamb. Mutton? Oh god, I failed biology. I guess this is why I'm Herald. And B, playing out with Alacrity. He's very close as well to the Shiva's God. He's gonna dive under the tower. This Paladai is there as well. They just hit the stun. Do they have enough damage? That's the question. Alacrity would take quite low. They bring in the double TPs. Brian, he could use the Doom onto one of the supports, trying for the kill here into Paladai. He had the Hellbent nuke, and Paladai will end up going down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Chasing after Envy. Yeah, you don't want to use the Doom on this guy. You know, trying to use the Doom on a Bristleback is like telling a smoker smoking's unhealthy. But impressively, you know, Yang, he's actually quite fat compared to the Doom. I expected the pause for a Doom to have a just a bit more impact.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Venison's a moose. I think it's just with deer meat, right? But Ajit will build his way into a Sanjin Yasha. Considering how things are, Fire Dragoon still are getting pretty decent items top lane. They will try to, yep, they will commit the Doom onto the Envy. Roar comes out as well. And they actually will get the return kill to count first. Gonna try and trade here, but looks like, yeah, you made a mistake. You don't want to doom that Bristleback. And brah, he will get hunted down as Envy finds himself the double kill. What now, chat? And Paladai, he's gonna be hunted down. Shackled up, Mana Void. Alacrity will find at least one. He can't even get the Paladai kill. But Abed's there with the Eye of Skadi. Eye of Skadai. Yang will end up going down. 3 heroes dead. Fnatic. 7,000 gold advantage, and they will push to take this tier 2 tower nice and easy.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Alright, so Butterfly on the way up for Abed. Man, this is fun. Now they can do Roshan next. Ohio just gonna use up the shrine, I would assume. Pretty much has his necro book, so he actually chooses to go for the blink dagger first. Extra initiation, you need that against the anti-mage, so that's always pretty good. Paladai for staff on the way. Abed, I mean, I talked about him going to butterfly. Anti-mage still trying to build his way into a Manta style. Razor, well, I'm not sure what he wants to do, but you definitely don't want to walk into Abed. You see an ugly chick, you run the other way. Simple as that. The laws of man. And they will go straight into the Roche pit. But the Hawk, they have such good vision around this pit. There's no way that Fire Dragoon can find an angle. They did use the ult to try and scout things out. Perhaps considered going for a steal. Yang? Oh, Ohio's there. Roar. Medallion. Yeah, chop him down. That's right.
The worms will have you.
Fire Dragoon don't have the best team fight at high ground. I would say they have the Doom. But once again, I feel like they've just been outdrafted by the Bristleback pick. But with the Aegis and all, they should be able to try and push high ground. They have an Alpha Wolf, extra damage into the tower. Now they can tank up a bit. Yeah, he's just gonna tank the tower just for a tiny bit.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Should be easy. But anyways, Ajit is gonna clear out the creep wave. They'll take things and back up a bit. Alacrity, at least he did get the tier 1 tower top, you know, so that's good. And Envy alone in this top lane. He has been scouted out by Ajit, but I'm pretty sure they know that they can't take him. But at this point in the game, because Envy is quite fat, you know, when you have an Aegis, Shiva's God, Vanguard, and Hood, yeah, he's gonna hunt Brian down and turn into a golden sheep. That's cute. You know, if you guys ever want more girls in Dota 2, I think you need Ice Frog to design something, like one of these items, where instead of hexing him into a sheep, you hex him into a hamster or a rabbit. That's the place right there, bro. That's for Valentine's Day next year. Coming to you in 2018. Spoiler alert. Just saying. But okay, now with all these heroes, they have the Aegis carrier in the middle lane as well. They should be able to take the tier 3 tower. I'll bet the Mask of Madness, he takes this nice and easy. The tier 3 tower dead. Melee Brag's also about to fall here. Fire Dragoon, how do you defend this? They will go for the initiation and the 2-man coil. Can they kill? Oh, they trap him inside the Serpent Wards, but can they kill Medusa? Medusa, oh, actually, whoa, the snowball save once more from DJ. And Eternal Envy on the killing spree. 2 heroes dead. Mana Void and the Medusa, but she doesn't actually care at this point. Khan going in for the silence, trying to get a couple of nukes off, but this Dusa is tanky.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And that's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade, only losing the Beastmaster in the process. Yosep up into the air. They've got the bristle back. They will have to cancel the TPs. Fnatic get forced to go back in against their will. But they say, screw it. They want to fight. Come at me. No. This is like that, you know, that primary school bully who's like, I want to fight you. Come at me. And when you actually turn around for the fight, he says, I'll get you next time.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
But 12 to 11, Fnatic have a 12,000 gold lead.
Don't mind me.
The core items are looking quite impressive as well on both sides. I mean, considering Fire Dragoon, they didn't seem that poor, but it feels like it's just the nature of the heroes. Like I said, from the draft alone, you know, Alacrity, it's very hard to fight as an anti-mage into this draft in the first place. Like, Bristleback safe lane just wrecked that top lane. He didn't really die except just at one time I believe, where they had to rotate 3 heroes to the top. For Hayo. Shadow bladed up, waiting for the anti-mage to show himself. Alacrity is going to need to pull out that 10k MMR or 9k MMR plays. I'm not sure at this rate what space is he going to have to farm. In bottom lane, they will be able to push the tier 1 tower or try perhaps. They have to smoke up. Serpent wards off cooldown as well.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
But alright, even a 9k AM is not enough to beat the legendary Abed. But they should be able to take the tier 1 tower at least.
Radiant's top tower is under
Fnatic
attack.
side, double damage, and the butterfly now complete on Abed.
Dire's bottom tower.
Okay.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I honestly don't think they can
Dire's middle tower
come back at this point. Not being one-sided, but that's just the harsh truth. Eternal Envy will be forced afterward, losing only a tiny bit of damage. Shiva's God walking the front lines. He wants to fight. Abed's happy to trade, getting a 3-man coil. But what else can be done? They used to do Medusa, Snowball, and Brian goes down immediately. This Medusa does way too much damage. Standing, he's getting doomed up. Yeah, this is...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They just lack a ton of damage. Aegis will expire, but Fnatic are just walking around the enemy base saying, okay, cool story, bro. Cool story. Cool beans. And we're standing in the front lines. One more Yosef to him to the end. He will lose a ton of his damage, but with the Warpath stacks piling up, he can still tank. The point of him picking the Bristleback is mostly just to tank. This Medusa does so much damage. Creep Wave isn't there yet, but can he break back to protection? Serpent Wards being thrown out as well. Yeah, Fire Dragoon at this point are kind of panicking. They're just doing whatever they can. Think of it as game 1 warm-up. It's like PUBG, you know, you drop into school, you don't expect to win. You just want to get a hang. Like, even if you're Fire Dragoon right now, you just want to discuss what you could have done better and reset for game 2. Where'd the anti-mage go? By using the Hawk? Or he TP to the mid. But they should be able to take the tier 3 tower nice and easy for the mega creeps as well. Ignite. Flying out into Brian. And we tanks at the tower, yeah. The AFK Ember. But this should be the melee barracks down, should be the Megas. 2 lanes of Rax is pushing in, going to 2-man coil. Alacrity goes straight to the backline, he wants to jump into Ohio, but once more, the defensive snowball save! DJ! How many times are you going to keep making these plays? And Fire Dragoon just can't do anything. The roar into Alacrity, can it kill him off? Stone Gaze is going to be used, Alacrity will actually blink out. Ajit gonna be caught here by Abed, looking at the backline. Alacrity, who wants to use that mana, but he wants to kill Pylai Die. He's struggling to kill Pylai Die, will get the kill. Ajit goes down, GG will be called. Snowball play, Alacrity goes down, 9k AM, down 2 for 1 trade. Going for Brian. And stomped into the ground, and 30 minutes in, Fnatic take the game nice and easy, at least for game 1. Man. Yeah, this really feels like a draft issue. And you just need to discuss, at least if you're on the side of Fire Dragoon, something a bit more balanced on that side. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, okay, see, everyone's divine. Hold on, is Abed? Oh, Abed got back to Divine 5. Okay, so he's not Legendary 3. Info was wrong. Yeah, I'm Herald, sorry. But the number 1 player in the server is actually Alacrity. So rank 1 in the server actually just lost. Ajit is rank 10. Oh. Okay. This is cool. So it goes to show that, you know, rank is just a status, apparently. Yeah, Hades face, I know. But good job from Fnatic. It's just the experience. They were just more on the same page. The draft from Fire Dragoon, it felt really forced. Alacrity on the anti-mage mid had such a horrible start. I'm surprised he got to this level of farm in the first place, judging from how bad of a lane he had. He had like, what, 8 CS at 10 minutes in. So anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the cast, if you have any feedback, do let me know at Hades.TV. You can find me on social media, on Facebook or Twitter. It's at the top right over here. Give a follow on social media, and we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for more Galaxy battles, see DOTA action. We have the clowns, we have the memes, we have the anime and all. See you guys in a jiffy. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 2 of Fnatic vs Fire Dragoon here at the Galaxy Battles Southeast Asian Qualifiers. Winner of this will go into the grand finals of this qualifier, and we'll play against the winner of Mineski vs Geek Fam. And of course, my name is Hades, all the way from Singapore. Nothing but raw sauce and easy maths here on this stream, here at the main Beyond the Summit channel. We've seen some great dotes, at least coming up from the side of Fnatic. Looking extremely strong with the Arbet Envy combo. How can you go wrong with that, of course? Alright, so oopsie, looks like we had a bit of a black screen. Sorry about that. Trying to change that. Okay, so how are you guys doing in the chat? So let's take a quick look at least on the Fire Dragoon side from game 1. Let's do a quick recap, alright? So if you're Fire Dragoon, you realize that the Doom thing didn't really work out. You picked it a bit too early. Fnatic countered it with the last pick Bristleback. The anti-mage mid seemed like it would have worked in the past, but I felt like with... Okay, Shadow Shaman and anti-mage is not exactly a duo which does well against... against a Medusa and an Ogre Magi. So, Fnatic pick up the Earth Shaker. I'm ready for the Ohio Shaker. He's ready to shake my world, if you know what I mean. But, yeah, okay, I mean, I'll try, okay? I told Cyclops. I said, you guys gotta appeal to your man. Alright, I told him, I said that if he ever wants to invite me for a duo cast, I'm up for it. I'm up for the Hades and X-God cast anytime. So, I'm always down for that. So, make it happen, guys. Make it happen. You guys have the power. More power than you think. You guys are the... What's the rank now? You guys are the Divine Chat. I'm the Herald caster, apparently. Alright, so Tuskar pick coming up again for Fnatic. And no surprise, of course, with the winning formula, it works. DJ and the Tuskar was phenomenal. Alright, so poof. See, Brewmaster pick again. I feel like there's a reason why if you're Fnatic you have to ban out the Brewmaster. This is something that you can't afford to just let through anymore. I realize as well that Brewmaster is basically a priority pick. It's such a great hero against Omni Knight as well. So this is good. I like the way Fire Dragoon starts up the draft. They take the Brewmaster, they ban out the Omni Knight. This way Fnatic can't play their cancerous heroes as usual. Okay, so second phase, how do they want to approach this? Undying Band, Night Stalker, Ogre Magi. I don't know, it feels kind of weird, doesn't it? Like, at least for the Tuskar pick, you kind of wish that you could see other heroes for DJ. I miss his Earth Spirit. I know I missed the Enigma for sure, but it's just that the way the jungle works. Jungling heroes just are so much weaker compared to before, despite Churn getting a bit of a buff. Who's Jolene?
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, but I would like to see an Arbet Meepo. I wouldn't mind.
5 seconds.
The last time I saw an Arbet Meepo, they actually lost to the TNC Huskar Oracle combo. So, 2 versus 1. It's hard to beat that. But for the Fnatic side, I want to see whether they can play other heroes. Unless they might want to go back into the Medusa pick again. Medusa pick is just so good. You can't afford to give it away past the second phase as well.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Okay, they take out the Medusa. Good job from Fire Dragoon. They're identifying the key bands. What else would you want to take out? Okay, I feel like you can't give Arbet the Queen of Pain and the Invoker. Those are the heroes. Meepo, I still kind of feel like they can play against it. It's not exactly super OP. Because it's been proven, right? Like, Arbet Meepo, even though he's the best Meepo in the world, he's shown that it's not invincible. That's for sure. Other teams have made it happen. They've shown that you can overcome the Meepo. It's just that you have to play a very quick pace style Dota. You have to 5-man very early on.
10 seconds remaining.
But taking out the Alacrity DK. I mean, fun fact between Arbet and Alacrity, these guys are probably some of the best Invoker players in the region, next to Faded, and who else? I mean, Brian's also another Invoker player.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Okay, so DK ban, Razor ban. Yeah, Fire Dragoon, Brian's just banning out the Razor. He's banning out his teammate. He doesn't want to let him play the Razor. Nah, I mean, on a serious note as well, Razor just had very little he could do that game. You put two heroes on paper which are supposed to win you lanes and transition well into the mid game, which didn't happen. Which means that your game plan is obviously you need to somehow adapt. And it was really all in on the anti-mage. It feels like you should just 4-man grouped up together the anti-mage. Sorry, yeah, I mean away from the anti-mage and try to take towers together.
Radiant team pick.
Winter
But Wyvern pick come out, and this will be a pause 5. It should be the Paladin Winter Wyvern. From what I understand, some theory crafting going on for this hero is why it's so good. It's because of how many there's so much emphasis on physical damage heroes, and early on, you only need a level 1 Cold Embrace. You know, back then when everyone used to put like tons of skill points into the Cold Embrace, over now where you go straight for the Arctic Burn, the percentage damage is quite strong. Better range, it's good for harassment as well. It's something where even against tanky heroes, you tend to underestimate the damage at first, until you realize that, oh shit, I'm actually losing a third of my HP. But the Fire Dragoon pick up the puck, and they're going back to the same game plan, right? I wouldn't mind seeing Alacrity on the puck, and this way it allows Ajit to shine a lot more. Brewmaster and puck together would be very nice.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Alright, so yep. To all of you just starting to tune in, this is the Galaxy Battles C qualifiers. There's a truck outside. Yes, okay, on that part I have to apologize because they are building a new train station outside where I live. So I mean, it's better than the last time I cast it where I had like a couple of pigeons just I'm not sure what they're doing, having a little orgy outside my window or something like that. So it was the weirdest thing. But yeah, I wish I could shut them up the construction site, but I think they should be done pretty soon. So sorry about that, guys. Anyways, let's see if you're Fnatic. What I feel like right now it's more about picking up the Envy hero so that you can pick up Abed's hero last. Yeah, they go back into the Bristleback pick one more time. A very tough hero to kill. Story about Lasembra. I don't know, I mean, if you guys are in Malaysia, from what I understand, Brian, he's basically the owner of the lingerie shop called Lasembra.
10 seconds remaining.
He's a meme, technically, in Malaysia. He's a fun guy, he's a chill guy.
5 seconds
Awesome dude.
remaining.
Likes to listen to a ton of J Cho songs. One of my initial dreams, if I go to KL, go sing some karaoke with some Malaysian players. That'd be nice. Not a laundry shop, lingerie shop. So it's like Victoria's Secret, Lasembra, you know? Damn, some of you guys need to Google that shit. But, alright, so let's see, Fire Dragoon, you want something which deals with the bristleback. I was thinking of the Vengeful Spirit, someone who can build into a natural Silver's Edge. Would be pretty nice. So, but Venge seems kind of bad because this game you want to secure your late game. You want some balance for sure. Sven is not the best here. Jug is kinda okay. What else is there? I mean, Slark takes way too long to come online, right? Lifestealer does decently okay, I guess. He's not the best Silver's Edge carrier. Terrorblade, they pick up the Rubik, so yeah, I mean they had the option. So it's better mostly about just picking up support to buy yourselves more time. And because of that, you basically had a good 30 to 40 seconds for Fnatic to decide what you wanted for the last pick. The final ban should be a carry hero, and Fnatic can take this chance to make this very hard.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
This game would actually be pretty decent for Meepo. I wouldn't say it's like a horrible game for Meepo. Fnatic can choose to end this quickly. They can always go back to the Queen of Pain if they want it to be safe. But for final ban, well, yeah, it's probably going to be something like a Lifesteal or a Terrorblade. They have quite good stunts on the side of Fnatic. Fire Dragoon, not so much, but they have good control. They have good team fight. Primal Split. You have the hook shot. Rubik, of course, always valuable in team fights. And you've got the coil. I've been waiting to see some good synergy, at least with Earth Sprint and Puck. I like to see that stuff where you just coil someone, you kick the person away from the coil, so that you get the final proc. But yeah, it will be the Terrorblade ban. And now if you're Fire Dragoon, you want to ban, you ban out mid-hero, right? So it's going to be Queen of Pain, Invoker, and Meepo. You have to think, which one are you more afraid of? Because I'm pretty sure if you're Fnatic, you're not going to hesitate with the Queen of Pain or the
10
Invoker pick.
seconds remaining.
Or someone who at least scales a bit earlier on. Let's see, who else is there? I don't think Necrophos is a thing anymore, neither is Venom, but they decide again, yeah, they take out the Meepo, they don't want to take the risk. So Invoker or Queen of Pain, either one. What are the mid heroes? Oh, actually OD would be pretty decent this game, but against the puck it takes a bit too long to come online. And Bristleback, you just want someone who participates, who pretty much wins the lane this way.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn.
Alright, so the final pick will actually end up being the Slark, the Silver's Edge. I mean, I mentioned that this hero is kinda...
Your hero.
He comes online a bit slow, but Fnatic actually go back into the Arbet Storm Spirit. Envy, they wanted that one quick. Yeah, I can see Storm Spirit being pretty decent here, but with Clockwork coming mid, that's going to be a bit of a tough lane, and that's why Pylai needs to really step up in helping to zone out Alacrity. Because Clock and Puck have the edge against the Storm Spirit at level 1. It's not about the 2v1, but it's more like because... I'm not sure if you guys have seen some of the Chinese games I've casted, where a Clock can actually control the Storm. The hook shot, you push him back, it's more than enough time. With the silence as well, and the battery assault, you can actually still kill Storm Spirit when he's level 6. It's very hard to execute, but... if you do it, I mean, it goes to show that, you know, these are the things. So, right. It will be the Fnatic Storm Spirit, the Arbet Storm. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, here on the main Beyond the Summit stream, potentially the last game here. It will be Fnatic versus Fire Dragoon Game 2. Bra playing on the Rubik, Ajit on the Puck, Yang on the Clockwork, Alacrity playing on the Slark, it will be Kang playing on the Brewmaster. On the Dire side, you have Pylai Dai playing on the Winter Wyvern, Albert on the Storm Spirit. You're gonna have Ohio playing on the Earth Shaker, Eternal Envy playing on his Bristleback. Last but not least, you have DJ playing on his signature Tuskar. Alright, so from the draft alone, I can't say I favor anyone, but I do always like... I want to see the possible return of the Slark. I think Bowie was mentioning for a bit at least you would have Battle Fury on Slark. I mean, I want a game 3, so I wouldn't mind seeing Fire Dragoon take this, to be honest. I want to see game 3. I'm sure you guys would as well. Maybe not the salty gamblers in the chat. But for those of you who passionately love the game as much as I love this game, I'm pretty sure you want to see game 3. Maybe some of you guys tuning in from the western side of the world, you know, when you're bored, nothing to do at home, you kind of just able to watch the stream. Some extra high level dotes, some clowny dotes. I want to see some action. Actually looks like Fnatic are only going to get one bounty rune. Yeah, they're choosing to give that one up. Alacrity is happy for this. He's definitely not going to complain here. Well, for you guys in the chat, let me know where you guys are from. You know, so the last time I think the most exotic one I had was someone from Africa. I'm not sure if he was trolling me. Watching some dotes together. This is what I like to think of it as, especially when I solo cast. But okay, so 0 and 0. Who will get the first blood? What do my casters spider senses tell me? I don't think it will be the mid. I actually think it's going to be in the bottom lane because of the aggressive tri lane coming up. Now Bristol back to contest the Slark lane, and Slark doesn't really do well against Envy. He went for the Essence Shift. Oh, this will be pretty bad. Yeah, lift to toss him back. Alacrity's gonna get a few Essence Shift stacks in. But Envy, you know, he's going to get these spikes coming out, the Quill Spray. Chasing under Tau for that. Ooh, one more. Yeah, he wants to go for it. He's playing with the idea. He's toying with that idea. Not like this. But middle lane, Ajit with a face shift. First blood going to Arbed. Caster's Curse did not come into play. But first blood for Arbed, and Ajit's going to have a rough time catching back into the lane on this puck. Slark needs to get into a stick ASAP. Canada, Narnia. Well, say hi to Aslan for me. Yang can't really do anything. Trying for the battery assault play. They want to try and get Envy under the tier 1 tower. He pops the mango, laying out those quill sprays. He's only level 2. So not as tanky as you would like, but hey, just him and Pylai die apparently more than enough to zone out 3 heroes from the Fire Dragoon side. And Envy is still laying out the quill sprays. The top lane still very quiet between Ohio and Kang. He has the advantage with the Thunderclap nukes. Happy to get a few hits in and taking tier 1 hit as well. Ouch. Middle lane's going to be a bit hard. Ajit caught by the shots once more, but DJ, he's going to be brought a bit low. He's just trying to burn out these consumables on the side of Ajit. They are looking for another kill again. I mean, I like this movement from Fnatic. I realize that they are very good at keeping the Fire Dragoon supports away from that lane. Rhodesia.
Got it.
Yeah, I opened up Threshold in game already, but I'm not sure why it's not exactly playing out. DOTA TV bug, perhaps. I'll try to change it after this. But okay, once more, laying out the Arctic burns, and like I said, that damage, it really hurts, especially against tanky heroes, squishy heroes, whatever. 7%. See? Strong. Essence Shift won't do too much against Eternal Envy. But they are eyeing the mid again. Ajit, they know that he doesn't have any consumables. He's already used the salve. Arbet waiting for his bottle refill. Kang actually might get an advantage here against Ohio if... Oh, he actually didn't go for a point to the Drunken Haze at all. And bottom lane, there's really very little that they can do. Yang needs to make up his mind. He either needs to get out or he needs to commit for a kill here. Looking for the cogs. He's gone for the battery assault as it is. He's going straight into Eternal Envy. The essence shifts are piling up, but Envy with the quill spree. He has stick charges. Well, Papa. He's going to try and turn. He wants to get the return kill, but one more click from Alacrity. He gets it. Splinter shards, almost killing of Alacrity. And Pylai die. Doesn't have anything else left in the tank. Alacrity will just back out of there. But they do get one more kill to match this lane. And at least if you are the Slark, you're a bit happier at how things are going. You're getting some CS. But now that Envy's back, that's going to be different, of course. He probably needs to pounce away from this. And Envy is just having a good time. Not the best of time in the CS chart, but still a pretty decent time. Double damage going to the way of the Storm Spirit. Hitting level 6 very soon, maybe? No.
Double damage.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, Brewmaster. He needs to win this lane very hard. He needs to get level 6. Then he can think about the solo kill here onto Ohio. He's already level 5. He knows as well that he has the advantage going up against the Earthshaker. I honestly do wonder what happens if you actually went for a Dark Seer instead, because it would synergize so well with a Bristleback. And not to mention with Earthshaker. I mean with a Storm Spirit, sorry. Try to jump here to Pylai dive. They will get the lift up. Looking for the pounce as well, but Pylai dive with the Splinter Shots. Alacrity, you need to get out right now. Has a salve. But Envy, does he think about committing for this kill? He knows that he needs one more Quill Spray. Oh, he's actually going to get it. Stick charges. Tanking the tower. Oh, he tried his luck. He knew if he got one more proc, he probably would have killed Yang. A pretty decent gold swing. You know, you lose 2 heroes for the cost of 1. Now back into the lane. Nice and easy. Kang as well. Just want to build more on that mana. Then by the time he's level 6, he can start spanking Ohio down. Actually misses a Thunderclap. Waiting on the Arbet level 6. You know, Puck has the advantage in the EXP only because it was a 2v1 matchup in the middle lane. Fadewalt just to try and soften this piggy up. It's tough. It's very tough. Here you go. Oh, he didn't even get any of the CS from that. Man, this is a rough lane. Forces salve up ready, maybe to build his way into his Ring of Aquila. You know, top lane Kang, he's still okay. Like I said, he's very hard to kill. You can taunt away. And Alacrity. I don't know, I feel that's why I said as a Slark you're gonna have a really hard time. Unless he has to go into more points into the Dark Pack so he can try and farm. He's not yet even close to that level 6. I mean, the only bright side out of this is that Envy isn't exactly super far ahead. Waiting for that Thunderclap. Ohio's there. He has the Echo Slam. Could think about going for this. Missing the hits. He's trying to bait him a bit closer, but Kang, I'm pretty sure he's aware that DJ is nearby for the snowball play. Wait for the next creep wave, perhaps. But okay, straight to the bottom lane, jumping onto Eternal Envy. Ajit with the rotation. They will get the Eternal Envy kill. That'll be pretty big, but they won't be able to find Pylai die, and only Envy dies. And this is going to be a bit of relief for Fire Dragoon. Much better, like I said, from the drafting alone. Going in for the snowball. The Echo Slam as well, coming into the Brewmaster. Will he get the Primal Split on time? He popped the one shot as no, he will not. And that hit from Ohio, giving him his totem. So it will be a pretty good trade, 1 for 1. They finally kill off the Brewmaster, who was top of the net worth for the longest time. But as all that is happening, Arbet's just farming up the enemy jungle. Top of the CS, top of the net worth.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ooh, top lane Young. They want to go for DJ. Thunderclap is that going for the snowball play. DJ, can he shot his way out from this? Oh, he tried. He tried. He wanted to shot himself forward, push himself out. But here comes Ajit cleaning up. And that's going to be a casual pickoff for the side of the Fire Dragoon boys. So levels, still pretty sad for the supports and some of the offlaners. Ajit's having a very tough time. Alacrity's having an extremely tough time. Desperately wants that level 5. The level 6 so that he can get the Shadow Dance procs for the HP regen, and then he can start to jungle efficiently a bit more. Slug's basically like the new Drow with the patch, if you know what I mean. But okay, off in the bottom. Brian getting caught out. Zipping all the way in with the overload charge. Brian will end up going down to Abed. Big kill. Right, so Mr. Young still trying to build his way towards that level 6 as well. Top lane Khan looking for a bit of revenge. He won the lane, but he hasn't won the game. Still waiting for that first primal split off the game, picking up those wards. Is this a good pipe game? I think it's a pretty decent Holy Defiance game at least. You can still go into the Radiance, be pretty big against the Slark. Wouldn't help to have that extra lockdown. They know the Slark is there. Still 5.5. Yeah, this is a sad Slark game. But top lane, diving here for Ohio. No help whatsoever. Ohio will die to Yang and Kangaroo. Waiting for the Abed plays. Should go into the Kaya first. Unless he decides to go for the Bloodstone. Like for the Storm players, I realize there's a bit of a difference, right? Like some of them just pretty much even skip the Bloodstone. Some of them tend to go for the, I don't know, Usurp Kaya. Sometimes you even see just going straight into the Orchid.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Kong trapped by the shots. But just outside of tower aggro. Bit of a bait. Bottom lane, Slark still facing a ton of pressure. He should be able to get level 6 if this creep wave is dead. But the Cold Embrace, they want to get the tower. They want to make sure that Alacrity doesn't get level 6, but it's too late. When this goes down, he's definitely going to get this. But the TB's come and try to contest this tower, however. Almost so close. He will finally get that level 6, so he does have a bit of a plus over there. They can think about going for the kill. The rotation's coming in as well. Ajit coming in with the Haste Rune. They're looking for that one big kill, which will be Envy. Battery Assault can be thrown as well. They want to get the Winter Wyvern a bit closer, but Earthshaker's into the party, looking for the orb out. They need the Fisher. It's on cooldown. So very awkward exchange, running all the way in. Still trying to build his way to the blink, but in the top lane, they've found DJ. Yeah, he actually gets out from this because he just straight TP out. Alright, calm and composed in the eyes of adversity. That is DJ. And Kong will take the top tier 1. It's going to be a very long time before Alacrity actually builds his way into that wonderful, you know, Shadow Blade. Could be 17 minutes at this point. But the hook shot comes in. They found Ohio. Battery Assault lift as well. They're trapping him inside the cog. They want to give the kill to Alacrity if possible. Looking for the pounce. Never mind.
What time is it? It's killing.
The middle lane, Abed getting jumped on by Ajit, but he does get the overload charge, at least the overload proc, which pretty much burns at one more of those raindrop charges. Whiny. And 7-4 Fire Dragoon. I mean, for the first time, at least in this series, they will actually have the gold advantage. Okay, going. Yeah, he is going for the Bloodstone Rush. You want to hide to get the Blink Dagger as well. Pop champ looking for the smoke plays. They have a Blink Dagger and Kong.
Dire's
Pretty big, going in for the straight for the thunderclap. Clap, 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 and down he goes. And Alacrity just gonna start cutting the creep wave, put some pressure into Envy. He is alone in the bottom lane, but they don't know it just yet. I mean, Abed has no fear on the puck. But bottom lane, they could really think about. They are considering going here into Eternal Envy. They need the pounce, but the tier 1 tower is there, so they don't want to take the risk. But steal the shifts, you know what I mean. He needs to pounce away. You don't want to get too close to Envy. The quill sprays are piling up. And over in the middle lane, Abed cutting the creep wave. The disrespect shown to Ajit. He wants to force the other Fire Dragoon members to show themselves. And look at the wards placed on Fire Dragoon. They've got one over here on the cliff, another right next to the medium camp. They know, they are aware of the stacks. Ohio's just pressuring out the top lane, so if you're him, you're not exactly complaining, you know what I mean?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright, trying to go here into DJ. He does snowball away to the easy camp. But over the back line, I hear Storm going into a bra. And he's going to get himself a very easy kill here. Solo kill. Young trapped as well. But Abed still has mana for the shock away. Will he zip away? Yes, he can. He's going straight for the TP out. He's going to be alright. Can he get the stun off? No, they can't. The clutch play TP. And the primal split will be wasted. Jib-baited. And bottom lane Alacrity, like, he will get at least one component of that Shadow Blade. And we will just cut this creep wave. They should realize, yeah, they knew about the camp being blocked out, so they put the sentry down earlier on. Abed's close to the wonderful Bloodstone, and he can start zipping around like a mad dog. You don't want your first primal split of the game to be, you know, wasted like that. Not when you had such a good start. But looking for Ohio, they are thinking about it.
Dire are
Or rather, he is thinking about it. They use the scan. They know that Ajit's on the way. I'm pretty sure if you're Fnatic, your fingers are on the TPs right now. Ohio's hanging right under the tier 2 tower. Kong, they want to get the creep wave in ASAP so they can go for a potential dive. Got a blink, you got a double damage on the puck. Rough game, you know. Abed's just basically farming up wherever he wants to go. And MD should be able to take a free tier 1 tower. Middle lane, they will try to converge. FDG, can they get the plays here? Ajit, he's found Winter Wyvern. You need the coil. Pylai die. Yes, he will use the coil just for the Pylai kill. And Ajit will get one at least. So to get the Fire Dragoon and pushing out the middle tier 1. Abed's gonna cut the creep wave. He doesn't have to worry so much about what's gonna happen here. And he's just creating space. A lot of space, in fact.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And it's off.
Young looking for the hook shot. It's gonna be off the mark. Ohio. He's so close TPing out. He needs to TP out. Looking for the cards. Oh my god. He cancelled Ohio's TP. Zipping in. Ohio, get to the side shop. Sell the stout shield. Buy your blink. Okay, will he be found? Will he be found? Sell your items. He blocked the blink. Oh, he wanted to blink out, but never mind. He's gonna die here right in between 3 heroes. Fire Dragoon. How did he know? That was close. Zipping all the way in. The primal split is thrown out, but you're not killing anything. Right now, if you're Fnatic, you're still kind of happy. And you need more TPs. And someone's TPing in, but it's just a Rubik. They just have no damage to kill any of these heroes. No control as well. They get the stun onto Eternal Envy. What now? The Cyclone up. They caught Abed. They need more heroes. Ajit's on the way back in. Run into the fountain to get the silence. Okay. But they need a bit more damage. Kong, Thunderclap. They're fighting under the shrine. Eternal Envy holds his ground. Pilot looking for the Winter's Curse. He's only going to trap the puck. Brian has no mana. Abed going to run away. Envy chasing down Brian. But the slot comes in. Can he kill Abed? Zip away once more from Abed. He actually's gonna die to the Ancients. Alright. At least he didn't have his Bloodstone charge. They will get under the shrine. But Fire Dragoon, they'll be very relieved that they didn't lose anything from that. 2-0 to favoring Fnatic. I mean, favoring Fire Dragoon. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. It's just unfortunate that no one got the Storm Spirit kill. Radiance build up for Envy. But I think they want to fight. They are smoked up. Looking to Ohio. He wants to give him his big totem.
Dire's middle tower.
Smoke has broken the hook shot. Oh, the miscommunication. Alacrity, he's found Pylai die. Nicely done, and Ajit will find himself on a mega kill streak. So Fire Dragoon giving us a very nice showing. At least for this game 2. They want to force a game 3 just to make sure that you guys get to watch an extra game. And Clockwork wants to build into an ATOS, just some extra control for the Storm Spirit. Save through. Hand of Midas on the way. He's fat. He's very fat. But Ajit has been quite impressive so far on this puck. Not the usual Veil build-up. Kong. Ooh. Jukes. Shots. Snowball. Everything's being thrown onto Kong. He's going to try and walk away on that little barrel of his. But they realize they missed all their spells. The taunt. Yep, he's going to pop the Primal Split. They want to fight this. The rest of Fire Dragoon on the way. The shot to try and block and save himself. But DJ will get silenced up and cornered into a... Yeah, into a trade. He's dead. But it looks like the Slock. Finding one target. Going straight for Envy. Brian, he stole the zip. He can't let Envy get to the shrine. They can't... Oh, you don't want to find him to the shrine. It's a horrible idea. Alacrity needs to get out of there. He needs to leap away. Needs to get the region of Ajit the double damage rune, but they can't kill anything they realize. Zip away. Ohio, he's looking for that Echo Slam. I bet actually still farming up the enemy jungle.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So tons of spells being thrown, but no one dying. You just want to avoid losing too many heroes before the Storm Spirit comes out. But top lane looks like they found Envy. Alacrity just wants the Essence shift stacks. I mean, don't forget guys, this is the rank #1 player in the Southeast Asian server. Salamat to all the people just starting to come into the channel. All 9,000 of you.
Radiant are scanning.
This is the Galaxy Battles, our first semifinals. See you qualifiers. Ohio could think about baiting out Yang. I'll bet he's waiting for the battery assault to expire as well. Hookshot comes in, Snowball. Looking for the save. The turnaround for Yang is that they want to get the Bloodstone charges. Echo Slam onto 2, but not enough damage. And Yang. Alright, nice trade, but Ohio's caught in the cogs. TP out, he's gonna be fine. But this, oh, the Yule Scepter. And Ajit gets himself one more kill. Slark, he's found Abed. He knows that he doesn't have that much mana. He can go for this. He can go for the pounce. But he saw the Winter Wyvern TP and he gets out from there. 2 for 2. Very even trade from that fight. You could tell that the Echo Slam, he needs more levels for sure. It's level 2. But hey, you know, it's more important that you get the extra Bloodstone charges and the Storm Spirit. He's extremely close to that Kaya. And then he's going to start going around creating a ton of space. But they have the Primal Split available, looking for some plays perhaps. They know that the Tuskar had shown himself mid. Did the coil as well in a couple of seconds. Group up together with the Rubik. Do they want to go? Just playing around with Eternal Envy, making sure he doesn't get too fat. But unfortunately, he's about to build his way into a relic very soon. Puts the ward down. Oh, they don't know about the sentry. And now you have a Kaya on the Storm Spirit. Well, pressuring the tier 1, that's what Fire Dragoon need to do. Take that tower so that you open up this part of the map. I could use some Kaya toast actually. For maybe some of you guys who don't live in Southeast Asia, you don't really know what Kaya toast is. It's like the sweetest thing ever, spread on bread. Love that stuff. And there I go into the food stream again. I could use some food.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But for now, 15 and 7, 2,000 gold advantage going the way of Fire Dragoon. They're looking well on their way to forcing a game 3. I mean, when the stakes are so high, you want to make your way to the Galaxy Battles. You want to make yourself to the C Major. Good plays there. Winter's Curse will be committed onto the Brewmaster. Need to chain this guy down. Storm Spirit zipping all the way in. They will with the Echo Slam. They bring down Kang. And now looking as well for Brian. Do they have the stuns? The snowball play. Abed gets the damage output anyway. And looking for Yang. Do they know that he's there? 2 kills, 1 more. 2 Bloodstone charges to the Storm Spirit. And he's still at more than 25% mana after getting the Kaya. Describe the taste. It is kind of like C's Vegemite. Oh, Fisher's going
Take that.
the wrong way.
Scanning.
Anyway, Dire Scan being thrown out. DJ gets a deport down. Casually walking to the Radiant side of the map just because he can. Alacrity with the Silver's Edge ready. This is going to be a big item again, especially against this Bristleback who now has the Radiance up. You want to make him as squishy as possible. You want to take care of that, of the passive. The TP in. Highlight die. Getting the splinter shots onto Yang, but Alacrity will clean up. Here comes the snowball. Oh, nice job with the Cogs. DJ in Ohio. Can they kill Yang? The Cogs are still pushing them back. You can't do anything here. He's going to be caught into a corner. And ends up going down. Eternal Envy getting 1. Kangaroo. Popping the Primal Split. They want to turn it on to the Eternal Envy. Alacrity zipping off. All the hits onto DJ. DJ goes down, I think. Hold on. Pushing to the trees. He's actually going to be okay. Well, he survived this. No, he's getting right click down. Abe going to the back. Going straight for the support. Rubik. He's going to kill 1 Bloodstone charge. Eternal Envy trying to run, but a nice double Fisher. Could have anything else. Needs to pop the charges. He needs to blink out. But with the Dagon, Ajit will bring 1 more down. Ohio trying to get the stun off here. Cycling up into the Abed. They were definitely going to Envy kill here. Miss. 1,000 years of misses. And Kong's just getting baited around. Looking for the taunts as well. Envy. Oh dear. 4-for-1 trade. But Ajit comes up to clean up shop using the coil as well unnecessarily. Abed has no mana. And Ajit. Oh dear. Is this the team up? Did he just get 5 Bloodstone charges? Abed on a monster kill streak with the godlike streak as well. Tons of gold going his way. Just Abed things. The whole time they had no lockdown for this guy. 2,200 gold swing, 5-for-3 trade. Fnatic find themselves back into this game with the net worth flying their way. That's a massive gold swing. It's not updated yet.
I've been wanting this.
And now we're in Arcane Rune. Get out!
I'm over here.
Get out! You don't want to be near that, Brian. And now with 23 Bloodstone charges, Slug is there going to steal some stacks, but Alacrity zips out. There's no way you're killing this guy. Yeah, with the Arcane Rune and the Kaya, he has eyes on Alacrity, and I'm pretty sure with the Shadow Dance not being procced, Alacrity knows where the ward is.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
So next item, BKB. Ohio going for a Yule Scepter next. Highlight that. Yeah, he just wants Arcane Boots at this point. Alright, they find a ward. So Ajit takes care of that one. He's going for the Dagon build this game. You want that level 25 talent so that you can start scaling up crazy fast, get the 12,000 gold and whatnot. They're going for a 3-man smoke gank. They want to go behind the Slark, potentially try and pick up this this Bristleback, but they have a sentry here. I don't know who they catch. And Storm Spirit, Abed's very fast. One thing I have noticed so far is that he's very diligent at just forcing Fire Dragoon to show themselves. If you notice the way he plays the lanes. Got a Atos, Sans comes out as well. Fisher, they could think about turning this. But Storm Spirit, where he actually end up dying there. He just lost, what, 8-9 Bloodstone charges? Easy math? Oh dear. Not like this. You don't want to lose your Bloodstone charges like that. But now you have a Hex on Abed. Yeah, they can smoke. They will go for the smoke play. Try and catch some of these Fire Dragoon heroes. They need to start taking the tier 1s. I just realized they have 2 tier 1s standing on the side of Fire Dragoon. Fnatic have not been able to siege. They're going to smoke into the Roche pit. The double damage as well. They should be able to take this. Using the dust, do they know? They use the scan. They know that heroes there. Kang will go for the primal split. Coil's been used onto 2. Winter's Curse as well to follow. Will they kill the Clockwork off? They need to kill the Roshan. Fisher, where's the Echo? Alacrity, he's actually going to take the Roshan. He snatches it. Abed did get the Roche kill. Not every day is Christmas. Echo Slam will be used. Yang goes down. Promo split at the back, trying to kill Eternal Envy. But Ajit and Tusk. Looks like they will get Ohio. Stolen Snowball, actually. And Abed will get that Brian kills. He does get at least one Bloodstone charge. Actually, two. DJ getting clicked on by Alacrity. Snowball all the way to Kong. Still could think about fighting this, but Envy, he's just taking basically no damage the whole time. They don't actually care. They're going to go keep on fighting this. Kong should end up dying here. Abed, he wants to get that last proc. Look at the Remnant. And the Age is being procced. It feels like he should be dead. Alacrity, there's no way you're running from this. 4 heroes dead. About to potentially make it 5. Ajit's on the run. Zipping all the way in. Abed, he's found Ajit. Yusuf's up into the air. Blocked by the shots. Phase shift. Has an orb. Well, he actually died. The Vortex! And down goes Ajit. And alright, you just picked up 6 Bloodstone charges on Abed.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yes, you cannot purge Hex anymore, making this item so big. Game is rough. You need the BKB up on Alacrity if you are to fight this. But Fnatic have found themselves an amazing swing, an amazing amount of momentum. Fire Dragoon, you will have Yang building into an Orchid. You just realize that everything you need to do, you just need so much more control coming out on the side here on Fire Dragoon, which is why you see the Orchid play on the Clockwork after the ATOS. It's not a meme item. This is not a joke. This is an actual legit build, which is quite impressive. And the whole time losing only Paladai in the fight, Fnatic's positioning was so on point. Envy did so much damage. They just couldn't kill him off. And now invading the Radiant jungle together, they will start to pressure out the bottom tier too. They already know there's no Aegis. You probably wish that you had given that away to the Storm Spirit. But Envy, the puck did TP down, but they don't have the heroes to deal with this very fat Bristleback at this point with the BKB Radiance. Not to mention as well, you know, the kill stack damage. But Abed waiting for him to make some big dives with the Arcane Rune. They will smoke up. They use the scan, they know. Using the BK... But what? Why? Okay, this is the next level high IQ players here, right? Okay, chat. What is happening here is that these guys, or the Envy, he baited his 10-second BKB out on purpose, so that he knows they would jump him. They've caught Alacrity, zipping all the way. What? How is this a thing? What the?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And zipping all the way in, he's going all the way straight to the middle lane. Envy already killing off Brian. Looking for more, he has the Hex as well. Never mind. Okay, he actually does get the blink out. He's still going for this. The Yusuf up into the air. Vortex, never mind. Hex and all, being thrown out. 3 heroes dead. Fnatic can have a big opening to take the tier 2. And going straight for Kong, he pops the BKB and the Primal Split defensively. He can't kill anything. He can't kill Abed. Abed just stands his ground, cyclones up into the air, enjoying the break. It's like, okay, cool. You do what you do, dude. You do what you do. And down goes Brewmaster. 4 heroes dead. Fnatic and now about to snowball. Straight to the bottom lane. Yep. You know, just casually zipping all the way there because he can. Oh my god, chat. Envy, what the hell am I watching here, dude? This is some Justice League stuff going on. He just zips across the map. He got 1. He zips all the way back to the middle. Got 2. Zips to the bottom lane. Gets 3. It's not like he has an overwhelming amount of like Bloodstone charges as well. It's just Arcane Rune Kaya.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
That's for me.
And now that he has a BKB, if he goes into the Aghanims, he gets a multi-vortex pull into the Echo Slam. I'm waiting for those teamfight moments, guys. My body is ready. But now pushing into the tier 3 mid.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But they should be able to take the tier 3 tower nice and easy. Assault Quera's about to be completed on Eternal Envy. Kong doesn't have primal split. He pops the BKB, so he does dodge the Fisher Storm, but zipping all the way and going to try and go here for Lackady, hook shot and everything. They will burst down one, which will be DJ. Winter's gonna throw into Clock alone. Arbet gonna start rock kicking him down. He wants their Bloodstone charge. Clock will use the cogs to push them back, but they can't do anything. Looks like Young actually did damage. Echo Slam on Kong, zipping all the way in. They get 1 and 2 are dead. No buybacks on their side, zipping all the way and going straight for Brian, and Arbet can't do anything. Actually, no, sorry, Alacrity can't do anything. Envy getting the double already. And that will be a lane of racks, maybe even 2. Cold Embrace to help him keep alive. The GG is called. Fire Dragoon, they put in a good fight.
Radiant's middle tower is falling.
I don't know what to say. But there we go, Fnatic, they 2-0 Fire Dragoon. They will be your first finalists here at the Southeast Asia Grand Finals of the Galaxy Battles Qualifier. What a series, what a series. So, okay guys, I'm only doing this series for today. Lumi will be taking over. So if you guys want to watch more Southeast Asian Dota, which will be Mineski versus Geek Fam, stay tuned here. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave this beyond the Summit channel. You don't want to miss it. We've got the best stuff here for you guys to watch coming up soon. It's going to be a couple more hours of good Dota. And there's only one way for you to find out after the next series, which will be the one after that. That will be the finals. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the cast, if you have any feedback from me, do let me know at HadesDotaTV. Social media's right over there. I'll give the links in Twitch chat. I'll see you guys for more broadcasts in the future. So once again, signing out, and the thing goes script. GG, easy, see you, bye.